Now to the cuts the federal government has made that could make our communities less safe. The Trump administration has cut more than half of all federal funding for gun violence prevention programs across the country. $158 million worth of grants were directed to groups in cities like New York, LA, Chicago, and right here in Washington. Joining us tonight to talk about the impact of these rollbacks is Bianca Flowers. She's the race and justice correspondent at Reuters. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We have all seen the cuts this current administration has made with federal programs and agencies. They claim it's to help the nation work more efficiently and stop unnecessary spending. But these programs, like many others, save lives. From what you've learned, how is the federal government justifying these cuts?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. The federal government has really characterized funding cuts across several agencies as a part of a broader realignment of federal priorities aimed at increasing efficiency and cutting what it deems to be ineffective programs. Of the grants that were cut by the Department of Justice, that includes community violence intervention programs. Some of these grants that actually total more than $800 million that have been issued through the Office of Justice programs have been reinstated. To my knowledge, as of today, none of those grants have been reinstated for specifically community violence intervention, particularly those that grassroots organizations that are based in the community. According to the Department of Justice, they've told me that gun violence grants are being eliminated because they no longer effectuate the program's goals or the agency's priorities, which is language that actually was used in the termination letters that I've seen by one of these grantees. And so at this time, it seems that the department is still evaluating whether or not to reinstate these grants.
You also noted the funding for these programs saw some support from law enforcement. Some groups even urged the Attorney General to reinstate the funding. In an administration that touts supporting local law enforcement, why were their concerns not taken into consideration here?
Yeah, that's correct. Several law enforcement leaders, current police chiefs as well as retired police chiefs, had publicly supported the CVI programs through a letter that was sent to Attorney General Pam Bondi asking for the grants to be reinstated. And in that letter, they called these programs particularly life-saving and stated that they had led to measurable reductions in gun violence in their communities. Some of these law enforcement officials also noted that CVI programs help relieve pressure from their departments by addressing conflict and crisis situations before they escalated into violence that requires police intervention. So despite this, the Department of Justice has not reversed course. Legal experts have suggested that the decision may have been driven more ideological by the administration's priorities than by feedback from law enforcement.
And you also mentioned in your reporting that gun violence has gone down post-pandemic. Most of these grants began being funded in 2022. Many at home might be wondering, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Was that the mindset shared among some of the people you talked with?
The sentiment was more that these programs are less correlation in terms of it's more correlation and causation, that there has been research done that shows that these programs have been effective in reducing retaliatory shootings, and many program leaders, local officials, gun violence interventionists, that they set the rug, they felt as if the rug was cut from underneath them. So the view of if it's not working, why stop it? I think that is echoed by both practitioners and beneficiaries who have seen tangible results from these programs.
It'll be interesting to see where we are a year or two from now in all of this. We can't thank you enough for sharing your insights with us. Reuters race and justice correspondent Bianca Flowers, we appreciate you taking time with us.